everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 905 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I have this beautiful SERAPHINE Botanicals palette to try out. It's the Sakura and Sage Vegan Eyeshadow and Blush Palette. I really like the brand SERAPHINE Botanicals because it's natural makeup. It's cruelty-free, vegan, it's free from all of these things, talc, mineral oil, parabens, phthalates, gluten. It has evening primrose and sage oils, oregano, lavender, cherry blossom, and rosemary extracts, vitamin E, hypoallergenic, just all of those great things. This palette retails for $42 and I got it in my July 2020 Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate box. So I will, of course, have my unboxing video of that linked in the description down below. But this is actually the last July Ipsy product I have to try out on my channel in a dedicated review video, which means I will be doing my full face makeup tutorial using all of the makeup products very soon. So make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on that, and turn on the notification bell because I don't know exactly when I'm going to upload that. But so let me show you the packaging. So pretty. And then I open it up and it's just as beautiful on the inside. You get big blushes. I guess this is, maybe it'll be a bronzer, maybe it's a blush, and then 6 eyeshadows. So I want to go ahead and swatch them. So I'm even going to swatch the blushes. What a beautiful texture. That is such a pretty bright pink shade. Ooh, and a gorgeous kind of bronzy orange shade. I don't know if that could quite work as a bronzer. It's a little bit too shimmery as well. Maybe mixed with the other blush shade or as a blush topper. And then I love that there's a mix of shimmers and matte eyeshadows. Ooh, even pressed glitter. So this is a shimmer, this is a pressed glitter, and here is a matte. Looks like there's 2 of each of those finishes. Oh, that shimmer is amazing. Wow. That glitter is also so pretty and pigmented. They're such creamy powder formulas. That matte shade is beautiful. I just love the colors on my hand right now. Such pretty warm, shimmery shades. Such colors I'm drawn to. This palette, I think, was designed with my favorite colors in mind. Oh my gosh. The silver glitter. And then a great dark matte brown. And then the most beautiful pink shimmer. So here are all of those swatches. I just love this color palette. I want to wear all of these colors at once. They are so pretty and they are so cohesive. All right, so to start out, I'm gonna go ahead and do some blush. So I really want to pick up both of the shades, because I love doing a bronzy blush these days. Yes. Okay, I went in with a light hand, but I'm going in with even more right now. I love this combo because you get that pretty pink, but then it has that kind of orangey gold bronze shimmer hue on top of it. Of course, as always, I go in with so much blush, but this is just so pretty on the skin. It definitely has noticeable shimmer, and you can see the texture and glow of shimmer, but it does look like you have a product on your face. So I'm just someone that's very into the texture of my makeup. So I like to let you know when it looks like you are wearing makeup because of the texture that it leaves on the skin. Wow, look at that flush of color. That's a really great mix, these two shades. I'm glad that I'm able to get use out of both of them, because I think the orange shade would be too obviously orange on my skin tone, and the pink one I could definitely wear alone, but in the summertime I like to have that kind of golden orange on the cheeks as well. And so now as I move on to the eyes, I'm going to put eyeshadow primer on just one of my eyes, so using the Zoeva Eyeshadow Fix in Matte. I've been using this primer a lot lately and I've been talking about it a lot, but it is just such a great primer and relatively affordable. So I just apply that with my finger all over the eyelid. All right, and so there's not really that perfect cream shade, like an off-white base color, and there's also not really a perfect highlighter shade. I have plenty of those types of products in my collection, but for today's look I'm not going to be using an all over white shade on the lids, and I'm not going to do my brow highlight or inner corner highlight either, but I am going to try and do a beautiful eyeshadow look. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to start out doing a crease and transition shade with the matte brown called Pecan. Pecan or pecan? I always say pecan, but tomato, tomato. Such a pretty warm tone brown, and it's blending out super easily with really nice pigment. And so I'm going to take this shade from the crease all the way up onto the brow bone. So this is going to be both my crease and transition shade. And I think it's the perfect tone for that. All right, and since this palette is mostly shimmers and sparkle, that's what my eyeshadow look is mostly going to be. So I'm going to start out by taking the beautiful pressed glitter right here. This is called Carob. And with my finger, I am going to tap that into the outer corner, and wow, this applies so easily for being very glittery. Just tapping it onto the eye, it is full color, full pigment, so bright and beautiful. It doesn't even need a glitter primer. It's still sticking really nicely onto the eye, but when you touch it, you notice that it is a little bit loosely packed compared to the other eyeshadows, but it still applies really nicely. And then I'm kind of thinking of doing like an ombre eye shimmer look. Let's hope that's how it turns out, because the next shade that I'm going to choose is the shimmer at the front here. This is called Filigree. And I think that this will transition from that warm tone brown sparkle really nicely into the pink shimmer. Oh, this one's beautiful as well. I feel like any of these shades would be so pretty all over the eyelid, but when there are so many different beautiful shimmer colors, I just have to try and fit as many of them as I can on my eyelid at once. But I don't want it to look too stripy, so I wanted to choose colors and put them in an order that would look very transitional. And then I pick up the pink shimmer shade, and these are all applying really, really nicely just with my finger. Yes. All right, this pink sparkle is so beautiful. It almost has a silver purple tone to it, which just makes it such a beautiful shade of pink and so eye-catching. And it pops, but not in a very dramatic way. Right, and now I'm just picking up a clean brush to blend these shades so that we get that gradient effect So kind of using my finger to diffuse the harsh lines. Oh my gosh. I love how this looks. I love a warm tone, shimmery eye. Kind of gives me almost like fairy princess vibes. It's probably because of the pink sparkle. I love it. What I want to do right now might kind of ruin it, but if it does, let's just remember how this looks right now, how beautiful this looks right now. But I want to use that shimmer sparkle. So I'm going to pick some of that up and apply it a little bit in the center. This one does take a little bit longer to work with, and I feel like you have to kind of layer it more to get it to show up as pigmented as the other eyeshadows, but it's definitely building up exactly how I want it. That looks good. Maybe it did kind of ruin it a little bit. Maybe I do like this eye look better, but I went for it, so I'm just gonna stick with the plan. I did say I wanted to put as many shimmery shades on my eyelid as possible, right? Gosh. These glitters are so impressive. Try and blend this a bit, make it look somewhat cohesive. What's really impressing me also is you can't even tell which eye has the eyeshadow primer on it or not. And a reminder, it is this eye, but this eye looks just as fabulous. It looks exactly the same. So you know these are good quality eyeshadows when you don't need the eyeshadow primer. Wow. All right, well, I have used 5 out of the 6 eyeshadows. So to finish off the look, I'm going to use the 6th eyeshadow, which means I have all of the products in this palette on my face right now. And so I'm just going to take the dark matte brown on a dense brush and smoke that along the lower lash line. And I always love a brown shadow on the lash line. I feel like it's less harsh than a black eyeliner, but it really does emphasize the eye. It really finishes off the eye look and it looks so good. So this is a great eyeliner shade. So here is the finished eyeshadow look, and I cannot stop smiling at this. All of the sparkle is just making me so happy, and it's easy to work with sparkle shades. They all go so beautifully together. You get this gorgeous, warm, neutral eyeshadow look, kind of no matter how you mix the colors, and that is like my go-to eyeshadow look. So I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. This would be a great travel palette for me because then I've got my blush and then I've got all of the eyeshadows I could want. So I'm really happy with this. This is a great palette, very Christy approved. But if you have tried this, I would love to know your thoughts on it. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.